Millionaires don't just appear, they're built through mindset, habits, and the way they move through life. Before the money shows up, the signals do. Subtle patterns most people overlook. But once you see them, you can't unsee them. Maybe you're seeing those patterns already. You handle problems differently, you think differently, and you've quietly started doing things most people never will. That's not random, that's evidence. In fact, it's often the strongest early indicator that wealth is on the way. In this video, I'll break down 20 signs you're on the path to becoming a millionaire. Clear indicators rooted in how you think, act, and grow. Some will surprise you. Some might already be in your DNA. And if even a few of these hit home, it's no longer a matter of if you'll become wealthy, it's only a matter of when. 1. You adapt easily. It's not the strongest who survive or the smartest. It's the ones who adapt the fastest. Life doesn't sit still. Markets shift and industries evolve. But instead of resisting change, you flow with it. You treat change like a challenge to master, not a threat to fear. Most people crumble when the game changes, but you change with the game. You don't cling to old plans, you adjust, you learn, and you move. And because of this, you win. Adaptability is your edge. It makes you future-proof. When others get blindsided by disruption, you're already positioned to capitalize on it. Because while they complain, you've already pivoted. This is the real survival skill. Not brute force, not IQ. It's the ability to adapt under pressure. Millionaires don't wait for conditions to suit them. They evolve. And evolution favors those who adapt the fastest. 2. You work smart and hard. You've probably heard the phrase, work smarter, not harder. But you take it one step further and choose to do both. You build leverage first. That might be a system, a piece of tech, or a smarter workflow that makes every hour more valuable. And once that's in place, you apply intense, focused effort. You outwork everyone using a smarter foundation. Because while talent can give someone a head start, hard work always wins in the long run, especially when it's paired with efficiency. You don't hustle blindly. You're intentional, strategic, and once the strategy's locked in, you execute with relentless consistency. This isn't about burning out or proving a point. It's about creating exponential results. While others are busy choosing between hustle and intelligence, you're quietly compounding both every single day. 3. You take full responsibility for your life. You stop waiting for someone to fix things. You stop blaming your past, your parents, or the economy. Instead, you take full ownership of your outcomes, good or bad. That doesn't mean life's been easy. It just means you've realized something most people never do. If you caused it, you can change it. And if you didn't cause it, you can still choose how to respond. You don't hand power to circumstances. You take it back through decisions. This mindset makes you unstoppable because instead of reacting to life, you create it. Millionaires don't sit around waiting to be chosen. They choose themselves and take action. 4. You're comfortable being uncomfortable. Discomfort doesn't scare you anymore. In fact, you've learned to respect it. You understand that growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens just outside of it. So you spend time doing the things most people avoid, the awkward conversations, the scary decisions, the hard, unglamorous work. While others retreat at the first sign of friction, you lean in. You know discomfort is a signal, a sign you're evolving. That's not to say you enjoy pain, but you value what it brings. You've made peace with being stretched, challenged, and pushed because it means you're leveling up. Progress isn't supposed to feel easy, and you've trained yourself to keep moving even when it doesn't. The truth is, the bigger your goals, the more discomfort becomes your companion. And you've learned to walk with it, not run from it. 5. You think in solutions, not problems. Everyone hits obstacles. The difference is how you respond. When something goes wrong, you don't freeze or complain. You shift straight into problem-solving mode. Your first thought is, how do I fix this or flip it to my advantage? That mindset makes you dangerous in the best way. Because while others stall, you keep moving forward. You don't waste time assigning blame. You channel that energy towards your goals. That's why setbacks don't derail you. They sharpen you. You've trained your brain to treat every problem as a puzzle, something that can be cracked, solved, or reframed. And here's the real magic. Problem solvers become value creators. And in this world, value always gets paid. 6. You're driven by vision, not just motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Vision stays. That's the difference between wishful thinking and lasting discipline. You don't rely on hype to get moving. You're led by something deeper, your vision of the life you're building. Even when the alarm goes off and you don't feel like getting up, you do, because you know why you're doing it. That clarity fuels your discipline on the hard days when motivation would disappear. Successful people aren't always inspired, but they are committed. And you've made that same commitment. You've connected your daily actions to a bigger purpose. So when others quit because they don't feel like it, you keep going because your goals aren't based on feelings. They're on the vision you hold within your mind. 7. You're always looking to level up. You're wired for growth. Even when things are going well, you're already thinking, what's next? You look at every area of life, money, mindset, health, and ask how to improve it. Wins are great, but you don't camp out on them. You celebrate, then evolve. To you, staying the same feels like moving backward. Complacency isn't comfort, it's decay. That's why you read the books, track the habits, push through the workouts, not to impress anyone, but because growth feels better than stagnation. Most people plateau and call it success, but you hit a new level and immediately start scanning for the next one. You're not addicted to chaos, you're committed to progress. And that constant drive to level up keeps you on the millionaire path, because wealth always follows growth. 8. You don't wait for permission. You don't need someone to greenlight your moves. You just move. Most people hesitate, they overthink, they wait until everything feels safe or they're told they're ready. Not you. You stopped waiting for permission. You understand that action creates clarity. So instead of waiting for perfect conditions, you start, adjust, and learn fast. That boldness puts you ahead of the competition. Because while others are still planning their perfect moment, you've already launched and gained momentum. Millionaires don't wait for permission. They choose themselves. And every time you act without waiting, you reinforce that same mindset. 9. Your money works while you sleep. Real wealth isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter. You get that? So you set your money up to grow even when you're off the clock. Whether it's index funds, dividend stocks, or a small business that runs without you, you've tapped into the power of passive income. You don't need it to be massive, yet. Even a small automatic investment each month proves the concept. Your money earns even when you don't. Most people only make money when they're trading time. You've broken that pattern. You focus on return on investment, not just return on effort. And as those dollars compound, something shifts. You're no longer just working for money. Your money starts working for you. That's how freedom begins. 11. You pay yourself first. Every time money hits your account, the first person you pay is yourself. Before the bills, before the fun, you siphon off a fixed percentage straight into savings or investments. It might be 10%, 20%, or more. But the key is it's automatic and non-negotiable. You treat that chunk like a must-build, just like rent or utilities do. On day one, this way your wealth grows with every paycheck by design. Most people save whatever is left over, if anything, after spending. You flip that script. You invest first and then figure out how to live on what remains. Your lifestyle adapts to your budget, not the other way around. This discipline protects you from lifestyle creep and guarantees you make financial progress every single month. By paying yourself first, you ensure that your future wealth is the top priority, not an afterthought. 12. You spend less than you earn. This sounds simple, but it's a cornerstone habit. You consistently live below your means. No matter how much your income grows, you make sure your expenses grow slower. If you get a raise or a bonus, you don't rush out to buy the flashier car or the latest gadget. Instead, you channel that extra money into assets, investments, savings, or business opportunities that will generate more wealth. You know that every dollar not spent frivolously is a soldier you can deploy to earn more. Most people let their lifestyle inflate with every pay bump. You do the opposite. You keep your expenses in check so that that gap between what you earn and what you spend keeps widening. One day you'll flex with true freedom, funded by investment returns, not by draining your paycheck. By spending less than you earn, you're steadily increasing your surplus and funneling it into your future wealth. 13. You always avoid high interest. You treat high interest debt like a plague and avoid it at all costs.
Credit card companies aren't getting rich off of you because you never carry a balance. Every billing cycle, you pay your cards in full, no exceptions. If you can't pay it off, you simply don't buy it. You refuse to hand over 20% interest on consumer debt when that money could be working for you instead. Debt in your world is a tool, not a crutch. You'll use it for leverage, like a mortgage on an investment property or a loan to grow a profitable business, never for buying things you can't afford. By keeping your record clean of high-interest debt, you keep your cash flow free. Instead of sending payments to lenders, you can send that money to investments. This policy keeps you in control and your money growing, not draining away in interest. 14. You have a side hustle. You don't put all your eggs in one income basket. Outside of your day job, you've got at least one hustle bringing in extra cash. Maybe you're building an e-commerce store at night, freelancing on weekends,